Listen to me very carefully, because what I am about to tell you is not a story. It is a truth that has been hidden from you since the day you took your first breath in this life. You think you know who you are. You think your name, your family, your memories make up your identity. But there is something you have never been told, something that has followed you silently through every heartbeat, every step, every choice you've ever made. I am Archangel Michael, and I have come to deliver a message you were never meant to ignore. A message that was buried deep inside your soul long before you were born. A message from your past life. Yes, the life you lived before this one. A life that ended but never truly disappeared. Its shadow has been following you, sometimes in your dreams, sometimes in your fears, sometimes in the faces of strangers who feel far too familiar. There is a reason you wake up in the middle of the night with your heart racing and you don't know why. There is a reason you feel déjà vu, as if you have already walked a path you are only now beginning. There is a reason your spirit feels older than your body. That reason is the hidden message of your past life. And until you face it, you will never truly understand who you are or why fate has led you here. This is not a coincidence. You were meant to hear this right now, in this exact moment, because the truth is calling you, and if you ignore it, the same darkness that ended your past life may rise again to claim this one. From the moment you opened your eyes in this world, your soul already carried memories it could not speak. You may not remember them with your mind, but your spirit remembers everything. Every dream you've ever forgotten the second you woke up was not a dream. It was a fragment of the life you lived before. Think back. How many times have you felt something strange? A sudden fear that comes out of nowhere. A strange connection with a place you've never been. A name that feels familiar, though you've never met the person. That is not coincidence. That is memory. That is your past life calling to you. Your soul is older than you think. You have walked this earth before. Different body, different name, but the same spirit. And what you carried in that life, the choices you made, the secrets you kept, the promises you broke, still lives inside you now. I, Archangel Michael, have been watching, and I know there was something left unfinished in your past life, something you never had the chance to complete. That unfinished truth is the reason your spirit feels restless today. That unfinished truth is the hidden message you were meant to discover. Look around your life now. The people who enter it are not random. The ones who love you deeply, they loved you before. The ones who hurt you again and again, they betrayed you once before. Even your greatest enemy in this life may have been someone close to you in the last. Nothing is random. Nothing is new. It is the same cycle, repeating, until you choose to break it. But here lies the danger. The same shadow that destroyed your past life has found you again.
It waits in silence. It hides in the things you ignore. It whispers in the fears you bury. And if you do not uncover the hidden message of your past life, that same shadow will rise and history will repeat itself. This is why I was sent to you, to remind you that the life you're living now is not free from the one you lived before. Every heartbeat, every step you take is connected to what once was. And if you don't awaken to this truth, you will walk into the same trap you once could not escape.
You have felt it, haven't you? The strange heaviness in the air around you, the cold shiver in your spine when you are alone, the feeling that someone or something is watching you. That presence is not new. It has been with you longer than this life itself. It followed you across the veil of death. It walked behind you when you entered this world again. It is the same shadow that ended your past life and now waits for you in this one. Yes, listen carefully. Your death in the life before this one did not come by chance. It came because of something left unfinished, a choice, a betrayal, a silence, or a secret. And that secret birthed the shadow that refuses to leave you. Have you ever wondered why certain fears grip you so tightly, even when nothing is there? The fear of losing someone suddenly, the fear of being left behind, the fear of being betrayed by those you trust. These fears are not random. They are echoes of the way your past life ended. The shadow is patient. It waits in your weaknesses. It hides in your doubts. It slips into your nightmares. And every time you feel alone in the dark, every time you hear a whisper when no one speaks, every time you sense danger without cause, it is not your imagination. It is the shadow reminding you, I am still here. I, Archangel Michael, am warning you now. This shadow is not only tied to your past life, it is tied to your destiny. If you ignore it, it will pull you into the same fate that claimed you once before. Do you ever feel that history repeats itself? That no matter how hard you try, you keep facing the same pain again and again? The same kind of heartbreak, the same kind of loss, the same kind of betrayal. That is the shadow's work. It knows your weaknesses because it has defeated you before. But listen carefully. Your soul does not carry this shadow by accident. There is a message hidden inside it, a warning, a lesson you were meant to learn but never did. Until you uncover that lesson, the shadow will not leave. Think of the people closest to you now, the ones who test your patience, the ones who hurt you without reason, the ones who appear in your life and feel strangely familiar. Do you know why they feel so heavy on your soul? Because they were part of your story before, and some of them were the reason your past life ended. This is not easy to hear, but I must speak it. The hidden message about your past life is not only a story, it is a warning. And if you turn away from it, the same mistake will come for you again. The shadow has been waiting. It knows your fears. It knows your desires. It knows your weaknesses. But what it does not know is that this time you have been given a chance to hear the truth before it is too late. That is why you are here. That is why these words have found you, because heaven has seen the shadow circling you once again, and I, Archangel Michael, have been sent to tell you, you must not ignore it. You must not run from it. You must face it. The shadow that ended your past life has returned, but hidden within it is the very message that can save you in this one.
The time has come to reveal what has been hidden from you. But listen carefully. This truth cannot be swallowed in a single moment. It must be given slowly, piece by piece, for your spirit to awaken without breaking. Your past life did not end by chance. It ended because of a secret, a truth you carried but never spoke. That truth was buried with your body, but not with your soul. And now, in this life, it is rising again. Do you ever wonder why certain names, certain places, certain feelings stir your heart so violently, even though you do not understand them? Why you feel connected to people you barely know? Why you sometimes cry without knowing why? These are not accidents. They are fragments, fragments of your past life trying to speak again. The message is there, in the dreams you forget upon waking, in the fears that chase you even when nothing is wrong, in the repeated patterns you cannot escape. You think you have made new mistakes in this life, but they are not new. They are old. They are the same mistakes you made once before, now returning to test you again. The hidden message is this: you are repeating a story that was never finished. You are walking a path you once walked, but this time you must choose differently. Listen closely. The love you lost in your past life, the betrayal that broke you, the silence that killed your spirit, they are not gone. They are woven into this life again, and you are standing once more at the same crossroad. The people around you are not strangers. Some of them are the same souls you knew before, returned to your story, disguised in new faces, new voices, new roles. That is why some connections feel stronger than time itself. That is why some wounds feel older than your years. But here lies the warning. In your past life, you ignored the signs. You trusted the wrong hearts. You silenced your own spirit when it tried to warn you. And because of that silence, the shadow consumed you. This time, you have been given a chance to hear me before it is too late. The message is clear. What you failed to face before, you must face now. What you left undone, you must finish now. What you once allowed to destroy you must not destroy you again. I, Archangel Michael, am not only warning you, I am guiding you. Heaven has opened this moment so that you may remember. Not remember with your mind, but with your soul. Pay attention to the patterns repeating in your life. They are not punishment. They are reminders. reminders of what you could not overcome before. If you open your eyes, you will see it. The same doors, the same faces, the same choices. They stand before you again, waiting. And now, you must decide. Will you walk into the same trap once more, or will you break the cycle and finally free your soul?
I must speak to you now with urgency, because the truth I carry is not meant to comfort you. It is meant to awaken you. The hidden message of your past life is not only a memory, it is a warning. And if you ignore it, if you turn away, the same ending that claimed you once before will rise again to claim you now. Yes, hear me clearly. History repeats itself for those who refuse to listen. The shadow that followed you across the veil of death still walks silently behind you. It knows your weaknesses, it knows your fears, and it is waiting for the moment you make the same mistake again. Think about it. How many times in this life have you come close to destruction but escaped without explanation? How many times have you felt that death was near, yet it passed you by? These were not accidents. They were reminders. They were warnings from heaven that the shadow is still here. And if you ignore it, if you convince yourself that this is all coincidence, then the same cycle will tighten around you until your soul falls into the very trap it fell into before. Do you ever feel as though something unfinished is pulling you? As though time itself is dragging you back into the same pain again and again? That is the danger, because the shadow is not content with watching. It is moving closer. It is already shaping events around you. The betrayals you face now, the losses you suffer, the sudden storms in your life that strike without warning, these are not random misfortunes. They are the same forces that ended your past life, reaching for you once more. And here is what you must understand. Every time you ignore your intuition, every time you silence that inner voice, every time you allow fear to stop you from acting, you are feeding the shadow. You are repeating the mistake. And if you continue this way, your story will end the same way it did before. Alone, unfinished, silenced before your destiny was fulfilled. I, Archangel Michael, will not allow you to walk blind into that fate again. That is why I speak now, because you are standing at the very edge where two paths divide. One leads to freedom, to breaking the cycle, to completing what your soul began long ago. The other leads back into the hands of the shadow, back into the same tragedy, back into the death you once suffered. The danger is real. The danger is near. And if you ignore this message, the danger will become your destiny.
Now that you know the shadow is real, now that you understand the weight of your past life, you must hear what heaven asks of you, because you are not powerless. The shadow is strong, yes. It has defeated you before, yes. But this time, you are not alone. I, Archangel Michael stand beside you, and heaven has opened the door for you to finally break free. Listen carefully, because these are not ordinary words. They are a map for your soul. They are the guidance that your past life never received. If you follow them, you will escape the cycle that has trapped you for centuries. The first thing you must understand is this: your spirit has always known the truth. Every warning, every feeling, every intuition, that was not doubt, that was not fear, that was your soul remembering. You ignored it before, you must not ignore it now. When you feel your heart racing for no reason, stop, pay attention. It is not random anxiety. It is your spirit whispering, "This is familiar, this is dangerous." That voice is heaven's compass. Follow it. The second truth is this: the people in your life are not random. Some were placed by heaven to help you. Others were sent by the shadow to break you again. You must learn to see the difference. Look not at their words, but at their actions. Look at how your soul reacts when they enter the room. If your spirit trembles, if your peace is disturbed, it is without reason. The third truth is this: what you left unfinished before must be completed now. In your past life, you carried silence. You buried your voice. You allowed fear to keep you from speaking the truth, and it destroyed you. But this time, you must not remain silent. You must speak. You must act. You must face the very thing you once ran from. Understand this: the shadow feeds on silence. It feeds on denial. It feeds on delay. But it cannot survive when you step boldly into truth. Every time you face what you fear, the shadow weakens. Every time you choose honesty over silence, the shadow loses ground. Every time you act with courage instead of fear, the cycle begins to break. And finally, hear this: you are not fighting alone. The heavens are watching. The angels are guarding. And I, Archangel Michael, will draw my sword against the forces that seek to bind you. But I can only fight with you, not for you. Your choices will open the way. So listen, and listen well. Do not return to the mistakes of your past life. Do not fall into the same traps. Do not let betrayal blind you again. This is your moment. This is your second chance. The hidden message is not just a warning. It is an invitation to break free, an invitation to rise higher, an invitation to complete what your soul has carried for lifetimes. But you must decide: will you live awake, or will you live blind? Will you walk in truth, or will you let silence destroy you again? The shadow waits for your answer. Heaven waits for your answer. And I, Michael, stand with you, ready to guard you, ready to guide you, ready to fight for you, if only you choose to fight for yourself.
The time has come to reveal the last part of the message. You have carried it within you since the day your soul returned to this world. You have felt it in whispers. You have seen it in patterns. You have feared it in silence. But now heaven commands that it be spoken aloud. The hidden message of your past life is this: what destroyed you before cannot be allowed to destroy you again. The cycle must be broken now, in this life. If you fall again into silence, into denial, into fear, your destiny will repeat itself. But if you awaken, if you listen, if you choose truth over fear, your soul will rise into freedom that no shadow can touch. This is not only about you. Your past life did not end alone. The pain you carried, the promises you broke, the betrayal you suffered, echoed into the lives of others. And now, in this life, your choices will not only save you, but also the souls tied to yours, the ones you love, the ones who walk beside you, even the ones who turned against you. The final revelation is this: you were chosen to return, not as punishment, but as redemption. You were chosen to finish what you left undone. You were chosen to face what once defeated you, so that it will never defeat you again. Look at your life now. The battles you fight, the fears you carry, the losses you endure, they are not random suffering. They are the same gates you once stood before. But this time, you are not standing alone. Heaven is with you. The angels surround you. And I, Michael, stand with my sword drawn, guarding you as you step into destiny. But know this: time is short. The shadow grows restless. It knows that its grip on you is weakening, and it will fight harder to keep you bound. You will face trials. You will face temptations. You will face storms that come without warning. But remember my words: every storm you endure is a test. Every temptation you resist is a victory. Every shadow you face with courage is a chain broken forever. And when the final moment comes, when the shadow rises one last time to claim you, do not tremble, do not run, do not repeat the silence of your past life. Stand firm, speak truth, call upon heaven, and I will fight with you until the shadow falls and your soul is free. This is the prophecy. If you awaken, if you listen, if you choose truth, the cycle will end. The curse will break. The shadow will vanish. And your soul will rise into the light it was always meant to carry. But if you ignore this message, if you turn away once more, the same fate will repeat, the same ending will return, and your story will remain unfinished. You are standing now in the most important moment of your existence. What you decide from this moment forward will echo not only through this life, but through eternity. So choose wisely, choose courage, choose truth, choose light. And when you do, the shadow will fall, the cycle will break, and your destiny will finally be fulfilled. This
is the message heaven has hidden in your soul since the day you were born, and now it has been spoken. Do not ignore it. Do not delay it. Receive it, live it, and walk in it. I am Archangel Michael. I have delivered what was written for you. The rest is in your hands. If you receive this message, seal it now with your heart. Seal it with your faith. Seal it with your words. Write Amen, and heaven will know you have heard and accepted the prophecy.